Hey T.A.G team, Allison Roberts here, and I am back with another tag. Tag means talk about grace. Today's tag theme is it goes both ways. We, as people, sometimes, if we're really honest with ourselves, we are selfish. A lot of us are in that space where we are becoming finally self-aware and we want to be better, and so we want to create alliances and connect with people who heading in the same direction, people who've been where we want to go, so that we can learn and grow. You're in the corporate space and you're encouraged to get a mentor, or to link up with somebody who has the knowledge that you need to get where you're going. But in doing that, my encouragement to us is it goes both ways. So as you are receiving knowledge, as people are pouring into you, you're not gonna collect all that and soak it all up. But at the same time, it is a time to take the opportunity to find a way to pour back into somebody else. So it goes both ways. So as you are learning and growing, you are able to share what you already know with someone who needs it. That happens in the social space, where if you're into outreach and giving back, which is so important, that happens more regularly. But we also need to see that in the spaces where we gather to seek spiritual growth, the spaces where we build and invest in our, your Christian home, your family, your church home, those spaces. So I pray that we will be able to be more deliberate in giving back and not to just relegate it to the people who serve in church. So okay, you work in a children's ministry, you work in the music ministry, so you are the ones who should be doing the helping and the teaching, and I come and I receive and I go home and I'm happy. No, it is very important that we all give back. There is something in you that God has placed in you that somebody else needs. And that's why God didn't say, when you become a pastor, go into all the world. Or when you have reached this stage in your Christian walk, go into all the world and be fishers of men. No, every single disciple got the instructions to go into the world. So that means once you said yes to Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you have what it takes to go and share that love with somebody else. And maybe at the stage that you are in your Christian walk, you are able to, with simplicity, explain to somebody else what it means and how they can go about making that step of faith in giving their lives to the Lord. Where the pastor in the pulpit may have all the theological knowledge that makes it a little complicated when he explains it. It's like, oh, I don't get it, when you're releasing information about the Trinity and whatever it is. But the basic thing, Jesus Christ died for you, and he died on the cross, he was buried, he rose again, and because he rose again, he took the keys of hell, death, and the grave, and he is giving you the gift of salvation. In our simplicity, any one of us who have given our life to the Lord is able to explain that, is able to at least share that. If you feel like you don't have anything else to give back to the world, you've got that. You've got that experience of salvation, and you can start there. Some of us who may be working in corporate spaces do have the gift of teaching, and you're able to give back to younger children or teens and able to, just teach them simple life skills. You might not be at the level where you are trained to, give a dissertation or whatever it is. Those things are not necessary. It is very important that wherever you are, you from that point start to share. Just like you from that point start to seek knowledge and wisdom in terms of how to build and grow and be better. Continuous improvement is life itself, because if you're stagnant, you are practically dead. So it is important that we will have continuous improvement. But a lot of us are focusing on being better people and receiving, growing, getting. And we don't think that, boy, on our journey, there is an opportunity to help somebody else to be better. And that's what I am speaking to specifically when I'm saying that it goes both ways. as you think about it, if you have a group of people who, you're always receiving gifts, and somebody's like, you know what, I am changing out my furniture, and I might have some stuff you can use, and I go and I'm like, wow, these are what I've always wanted, and it's great to me. To them, this is, what they're finished with, and they're going to the next level. My little things that mama have could help somebody else, in terms of, I'm not gonna take their stuff as well and force it into my little space with all the stuff I already have. And that's the life of a hoarder. And if you want to grow and expand, you have to get rid of some stuff. When you're in basic school, that knowledge that you garnered there, if it's of no value to you, dash it away, but you put it in a space where it's better kept. And so we have to learn to share, learn to be kind, because the things that we are sharing in giving our wisdom or sharing our experiences, it's not taking anything from us. And for some of us, it is at the point that we are sharing these things that we really and truly are registering what the lessons learned were. And so it's for you not to just be seeking to look upward and may climb up the ladder and not look on the body. But the thing is that as you extend a hand up, extend a hand down, help somebody up as somebody pulls you up. Because it's just how life balances itself out. And I'm sure, we are servants of the Most High God who thought of the full picture. And a lot of the things that God has created, it comes in a circle. The circle of life is a real thing. You're born to be, that circle of how things connect, that comes from God. And so in living your life, you should operate in that same circle where as you receive, you pour out, so that you will be able to make room for more and also help somebody else to fill those empty spaces in them. So what the real takeaway from the fact that we are to ensure that it goes both ways is to just care for our brothers and sisters, care for those who we encounter, especially if them can't help it. Think about it. If Jesus was like some of us thinking, I'm gonna save those people who, when I save them, I'm gonna look good because I'm like, yes, I was saved by Jesus. That official, that person who is top rank is declared, yep, them calling my name now. So once they call my name, then I will be noted as King of Kings. It wasn't like that. He came to seek and save the lost. All of us, he never cared who the person was. If you look at his life, he made a par with the prostitutes and the tax collectors. Yeah, man, the unmentionables were the ones who needed him the most. All of us need him, but the unmentionables were more quick to respond to the gift that God was providing because they knew they needed it. The other people, the scribes and the Pharisees, thought they had it, and so they neglected the fact that Jesus had the salvation that they too needed. And Jesus I remember now, this is King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and he humbled himself even unto death. A lot of us are not humble, and we need to fix that. We need to understand that yes, we have some earthly value based on what we've experienced, what we've done, what we've achieved, but in the end that will be of no value. So use it now, experience life now with whatever gifts the Lord has given unto you, whatever experiences he allows, experience it, and to the best of your ability, share with somebody else so that they can see the goodness of God in the land of the living and to be able to receive that gift of grace that the Lord offers. Even as you seek to develop yourself personally and you want to make the alignment and the connection with those who are of similar stature or higher, you're trying to climb up the ladder while you're climbing. Don't forget those that a helping hand from you could mean so much. It goes both ways. As you give, you make room to receive. Continue to serve the Lord with gladness, and remember it goes both ways. So don't just be selfish wanting to ensure that you align with the right persons, but be also the right person for somebody who may need what you have already mastered. Have an awesome week. Talk to you. Bless you.